Hello everyone, it's been a minute. Today I thought it would be fun to talk about Beyonce's Halo and that 7-note riff that everybody always wants to replicate. I'm talking about this section. Hit me like a ray of sun, burning through my darkest night. I know we all love it. I get asked about it all the time. So let's talk about that entire section. Not just the run, but more of the details around that entire little section. Now, Beyonce, in my opinion, is one of the strongest technical singers of my time. I think she is beyond just a good technical singer. I think she's a trendsetter. I think she's a very, very good musician and a very, very good singer. So the reason sections like this come to life so much for us here and here is because she's doing a lot to manipulate her voice. Now, when I say that, I don't mean she's doing it inauthentically or she's putting on a character, because I think it's very authentic and I think that if she's playing a character, she's playing herself. What I mean is really excellent singers are tapping into things that we do in our everyday life with our voice. Crying, yelling, whispering, the joy, the grief, all the things we do when we're feeling big emotions or subtle emotions. Things happen to our voice when we are responding to emotion. And I think really good singers are able to tap into and remember how those things feel and pour them into a song. So in this case, we have her first, not necessarily in an airy falsetto, but why don't we try it? Why don't we interpret it as an airy falsetto just for starters? So you try this. Hit me like a ray of sun. Now, the important things to note for now is we're thinning it out. Like a sigh. That's not necessarily what she's doing, but we'll get there. And I want you to notice, if you're someone that uses vibrato, if that has found its way to you, or rather you have found your way to vibrato, we're going to do hit me like a ray of sun. So on sun, we're going to do a little hold and then add the vibrato. I'm going to do it 3 times. You can join me and I'll do a 4th time blank for you. Here we go. 1, 2. Hit me like a ray of sun. Again. 1, 2. Hit me like a ray of sun. Again. 1, 2. Hit me like a ray of sun. Your turn. 1, 2. Now, if you listen to the original version of Beyonce singing this, you'll see that she's not in an airy falsetto, hit me like a ray, which is though what I do when I perform it. I like to go to that place. But what she does, she's using more of a mixy sound, thicker. Let's call it thicker. For the sake of this video, let's talk about thick and thin. So we just tried the thin, airy falsetto. Hit me like a ray. Really airy. Lots of air escaping along with the sound. So now we're going to do a thicker sound, but she manages to compress it and keep the volume and energy contained while keeping a thicker sound. Work with me on this. If I said, hit me like a ray, hit me like a ray, I'm sort of just yelling it neutrally. Hit me like a ray. What she is more doing is a contained version of that. This is essentially yelling quietly, and that's where things get a little tricky. She says, hit me like a ray of sun. Now, do you hear when I do that it's a thicker sound? Hit me like a, not hit me like a. So we're going to try this, but I know that this is very high for some singers, be them beginners who aren't used to using a thicker tone, a mixier tone, or even well-experienced singers who just don't have this in their range or repertoire, vocal repertoire. It's just to play. Try it for the sake of trying it. And again, remember, we're kind of yelling quietly, which takes hugging in feeling. Join me 3 times. 1, 2, hit me like a ray of sun. Again, remember we're holding sun and then adding vibrato. Let's go again. 1, 2, hit me like a ray of sun. Last time with me, then I'll let you try. 1, 2, hit me like a ray of sun. Your turn. 1, 2. Next, burning through my darkest night. Before we get to the riff, let's talk about the little yodel on darkest. I talk about this little register break or flip or crack or yodel or whatever you want to call it. All of us coaches and singers have different titles for these things. But let's call it a yodel, a pop yodel for now. We're going from a thicker place in the voice, really resonant, to a more airy place and usually on a higher note. We start in a mid to high note and we end up at a high note. In this case, we're going from a B to a C sharp, which is only a whole tone apart. Da, ha. Step one, I want you to try and talk, shout, yell, boldly state, da. Your turn. Da. Again. Da. Without me. Okay. Second note. Try ha. Again, like a ha. Dramatic sigh. Ha. Again. Ha. 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 You try. I want to put them together now. The thicker sound and then the airier sigh sound. Da, ha. Here we go. 3 of those. Da, ha, da, ha, da, ha. You. Again. Okay. So hopefully you're getting those 2 different sounds. If you're not, try this video tomorrow. It takes some time to find these different sounds and coordinate them. So be gentle with yourself, my friends. Now that we've done them separately, but beside each other, da, ha, we're going to smush them together, bang them together. The key to doing a yodel is to not make the adjustments, to blend. We're going to smush them, smash them, crash them, bang them. Da, da, da. And the other thing to keep in mind is you're going to be very abrupt, very immediate. You can't mess around. And here's the big one. No H. No Hing. By that I mean da ha, da ha. If I add the h sound, there will never be a yodel. It's just not possible because instead of crashing them together, you're sending air between them. So da, da. If I'm being honest, this is probably a pretty difficult place to start learning how to do this kind of breaky, yodely sound. But here we are in the middle of a freaking Beyonce song, so here we go. We're now going to try this together. Remember, we're going to yell and then sigh / whisper, smushed. No pause in between. Before we begin, I'm going to remind you, you're going to be very extreme. The thick, yelly note, the first one, make it really thick and yelly. The second note, the thinner, whispery sigh note, really whispery. Really dramatic sigh. I'll demonstrate first. Da! Da! Okay, join me. Here we go. 3 times. Da! 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 Your turn. One more. Okay. I hope you got it, but again, these notes are particularly close together. That can make it harder. But as I promised, we're going to go through this entire section. So after darkest, we have the night. 1, 2, 3, ba ba da 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 na 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 ba da 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 da. It's important to note that there are 7 notes. If you listen very carefully, they're kind of packaged in 2 little packages, but I admit they happen really fast. I've taken the liberty of slowing Beyonce's track down to 64% of the original speed because I think this is a really great way to help you hear the 7 notes. I think that's one of the biggest problems when people go to do riffs and runs is their ear can't hear how many notes or hear the separation between the notes, and we end up getting performances like night. I call it mushy mushy poo poo, where all the notes blend in. But I think that not only are the notes blending in, but people don't even really know what they're intending to do in the first place. So of course we get mushy poo poo. Hopefully this works. I'm going to play this into the mic. So listen to this entire phrase. Okay, check it. Did you hear that? Do you hear the da 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 da? So we're going to start by saying all 7 notes on na 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 or da 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 or do 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 or whatever you want. I'm going to say da 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 again. Da 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 again. Da 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 da. One more for good luck. Da 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 da. Next, we're going to use glottal stops, but we're going to use the word, which is night. I want you to say night again. Night again. Night. You try. Oh my God, again. One more. Okay, so now let's use the word night. Let's get rid of the glottal stops. We're going to blend it all together, but we're going to keep it nice and slow. Sounds like this. Night. Again. Night. One more. Night. How's that going? You try. One more. Okay, if you already sound like night, then this is as fast as you're gonna go today, okay? You're only gonna get faster when that sounds like a staircase. Night. That is plenty fast. That is the biggest mistake I see people make, is they are eager to be fast with their riffs and runs instead of accurate. If you are accurate, the speed will come. But if you're fast and mushy mushy poo poo, that's it. You're stuck there. So in the recording of Halo, it's stupid fast. Stupid fast. It goes so fast you can barely hear that it's packaged in the 3 and 4 note bundles. It can almost sound like night, but it is slightly packaged like this because there's a little hold on do-do-do, the 3rd note. So let's try night if you're ready. Here we go. Night. Again. Night. Again. Night. One more. Night. The real one is probably closer to night, night, even night. I don't think there's that long of a hold actually. Night, that's it. Night. It's really fast. It's really fast. But again, please don't worry about speed, worry about accuracy. So let's recap the whole thing. You have 2 options. First, I had you do the airy falsetto on hit me like a riot sign. Or you can do the hit me like a riot sign. That restrained yell, thicker sound. Either one will work fine. And then we have the burning through my da. And then we have kissed night. Let's do it nice and slow. Here we go. 1, 2. Hit me like a riot sign. Burning through my darkest night. Let's speed the whole thing up a bit. 1, 2. Hit me like a riot sign. Burning through my darkest night. How's it going? Let's take it up as fast as we're gonna do for this video. Here we go. 1, 2. Hit me like a riot sign. Burning through my darkest night. Your turn. Here you go. 1, 2. Did you get it? Did you get it? Okay, there's a lot of information in this video, but if you followed along, you'll be able to sing these 2 lines like a boss. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, do all the things so I can get another one of those one day. Also, tell me in the comments if you liked it, what you liked. Tell me in the comments if there's a line or a section from a song you'd like me to break down like this. And please keep in mind, if you suggest to me a not so popular song, I probably won't do it because I have to do songs that many of us know, or else it kind of ruins the everybody join in fun if we all have to study the song in the first place, including me. I don't have time really to learn too many songs or lines or phrases that I've never heard before. So if there is especially a pop song, Demi, Adele, Beyonce, Jessie J, whatever, popular, put it in the comments. Also, if there's topics you'd like me to discuss, put that in the comments. Also, if I was gonna build a course or a community or membership and there's particular topics or ways of learning you like, put that in the comments too, because I am figuring out different ways to help you guys. I do one-on-one coaching, but there's only so many hours in a week. I'm working towards having masterclasses and workshops online and in person. And also, I really am starting to think about building a community or a membership, which means there'll be one session a week where everybody can come on and you can sign up ahead of time to have a hot seat coaching session with me. And so I can yell at you lovingly in person once a week. What do you think? Thanks for tuning into this tutorial on 2 lines from Beyonce's Halo. See you again. Bye.